All right, 8th grade, 3.2 warm up. Okay, so this says triangle MNP, that just means the 3 vertices labeled, is the image of triangle JKL. Shh, 5-6, you shouldn't be talking. After a reflection on the y-axis, select all the statements that are always true. Okay, what's a reflection?
A reflection.
A mirror.
That doesn't explain it, Samuel.
A mirror image, or like one that's the exact opposite.
Right, and the y-axis is this vertical axis, right? This is the y-axis. So it's telling you that a triangle is a reflection across the y-axis. Oh, yep, I got you. Hold on. All right, so what we're talking about for this lesson is angles of triangles. We need to discuss interior angles of a polygon and exterior angles of a polygon. Polygon is another triangle. Triangle is a polygon, but not all polygons are triangles. Okay? A polygon is a multi-sided shape. So triangle has how many sides? 3.
Thrice.
Good. I was just about to read that.
Oh.
The angles inside the polygon, see the shaded red section, are called interior angles. And then if I were to extend, as you see they did here, your triangle sides, it gives you exterior angles. Okay? And because of this, we can solve for the measurements of each of these. For interior angles, we'll start with that. We have discussed this once. What is the sum of all of the interior angles? Camila. 180. So if I add up x, y, and z inside this triangle, I will always get 180 degrees. It doesn't matter how shaped your triangle is, as long as it's only got 3 angles, they will add up to 180, okay?
Okay.
Let's go do the example. Is everybody ready for the example?
Yes.
Almost. I will pause for just a moment. All right, so we're going to find the measures of the interior angles of each triangle. So let's look at A. Let me grab my whiteboard. Oh, man, my face is in the way. All right. So I have 3248x. How can I set this up in order to solve for it, Aaron?
Oh, never mind.
Camila?
X plus Y plus Z.
X plus, okay. My other measurement is 32.
Plus 48.
Plus my other measurement. Shh. Very good, Elena. And the whole thing always adds up to 180.
Yes.
Okay? So let's simplify. What's 32 plus 48?
80.
So x plus 80. Okay, now how do I get the x by itself? That is a giant subtraction sign.
Yes.
So minus 80. That cancels. I'm left with x equals, what's 180 minus 80?
180.
So the x value equals 100 degrees. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's look at the other one now. Yeah, we have B. All right. When you see a red square, do you guys know automatically what measurement that is, Josh? 90 degrees. So we have 90 plus x plus 28. You see that?
Yeah.
Let me write this down. 90, because we knew that was 90 degrees, plus x plus 28, right? 28. All right, and then she had that in parentheses. Does me taking the parentheses off change anything? No, because this is a positive. If this was a negative, it would apply to both. But since it's a positive, I don't have to have parentheses. Okay, and it adds up to
80.
180. All right, so now let's combine like terms in here. What's a like term in this set, Elena?
90 and 28.
What's 90 plus 28?
118. 118.
118. Okay, are there any other like terms?
Yes.
X. Wait. X.
Samuel, the x, how many x's do I have? 2, so plus 2 x's. Okay, then equals 180.
Yes.
All right, so now we need to simplify, get the x by itself. What over here should I move first? Josh? 118, and I'm going to subtract because it's a positive 118. Minus 118 over here. So that cancels. I'm left with 2x. What's 180 minus 118? 62. What is my last step? Kerwin.
You divide.
Divide what?
2 and 52.
Yay.
Divide 2 from 62. This is x. It only goes slow because I can only write so fast with this mouse. X equals 31. Very good.
Yes.
Any questions?
Not really.
No, ma'am.
Oh, I didn't let them talk.
No.
Okay, the last thing it says when it tells you to find the measures, it wants you to list all three. We found x, so then you would just list them 100, 48, and 32. And we found this one. Okay, this was 90. X was 31. What's the measure of this last angle? How do I find this? X equals what? We solved for x. Sydney?
It's x plus 28.
You're right.
31 plus 28.
Exactly. So we solved for x, which was this measurement, but for this one we have to plug in 31 plus 28. What measurement was that? 31 plus 28, right here.
Oh, 58.
59. Right here. Okay, so in the second triangle, you can't just automatically write x equals 31. You have to tell me all three measures of the angles. So 90, 31, and then up this, we had to calculate this one. So you got 59 for that one. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Questions?
No, not really.
One more time.
Oh.
When it has this square, it equals 90. If you got it, go ahead and go.
Oh.
X equals, we solved that one and we got 31, right? Okay, and then to find this last measurement right here, we plugged in 31 where that X is. So then we had to do 31 plus 28 to give me 59 for this angle. All right, go ahead and do your try-its.
Okay.
Yes, go Joel. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so for exterior angle measures of a triangle, the measure of one of the exterior angles is equal to the sum of the two non-adjacent interior. For example, the non-adjacent, let me use green. Exterior angle Z would be adjacent to whatever this angle is right here. If I were to find the measure of this, what would it be? 180. Very good, because it's on a straight line. To find the measure of Z without knowing this measure, you're going to add up Y and X. And that will equal Z. Okay, so it's just a rule you have to memorize. Add up the interior angles that are not adjacent to Z. Make sense? All right. Let's go look at an example. Put this in your journals. This is example 2. All right, find the measure of the exterior angle. So we have angle X right here. The non-adjacent angles are what?
36 and 72.
So you're going to add 36 and 72. What do you get?
108.
Oh, wait.
So the exterior angle equals 108. It was really, really difficult, I know.
Oh,
All right, let's look at B. My exterior angle is 2A, so let's set this up. 2A equals what? 80 plus A minus 5. So you just write it as an equation. 2A equals A minus 5 plus 80. All right, does me removing the parentheses change anything? No, so I can ignore the parentheses. I can combine like terms on this side, which would be what? 80 and negative 5, which would give you, I heard it, 75. So then I simplify and I get 2a equals a plus 75. Now what should I move over to the other side? Let's move the a, because then we're combining like terms. So if this is a positive a, what am I going to do to move it? Subtract a. So a minus a is gone. On the other side, I have 2a minus 1a. What do I get? A. So all of a sudden, we have the answer, because we left with 1a. So a equals 75. Is that the answer to the question? No, I want the measure of exterior angle. So I know a equals 75, so what's the measure of this angle? 75 times 2, right? Because it's 2 times a. We solve for a. So what's 2 times 75? 150. Excelente. Any questions? Yes.
So, if angle A is B, for example, like if angle A was the 80-degree angle, and angle B was the A minus 5 angle, and that's the outside angle, which C, would B be 70 degrees?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, okay, so she asked right here, if I needed to solve for this angle, like I needed to know what it was, we solved for A, which was what? So then she just did 75 for A minus 5 to get the new measurement of 70 for this angle. So this is 80, this is 70, this is 150. Which works. What's 80 plus 70? 150. So the math works. Good questions. Excellent questions. Any other questions?
No.
All right. Go do your next set of try-its. Oh, and the self-assess. So you're going from 3 to 6. You may. All right, example 3. Put this in your journals. An airplane leaves Miami and travels around the Bermuda Triangle as shown in the diagram. Miami being right here. What is the measure of the interior angle at Miami? So you see X is here. Here's one angle. Here's the next angle. So how are we going to set this up? How are we going to set this up? Attack of the trash can. How are we going to set this up?
Set it up.
X plus 2. X minus 44.8 plus 62.8.
Equals?
180.
Very good. Thank you for participating. Okay, so X plus 2X. Dang it. X plus 2X minus 44.8 plus 62.8 equals 180. Now we're going to combine like terms. So what can I combine here?
62.8
And?
44.8.
Negative 44.8.
44.8.
Okay, and then I have an X and a 2X gives me?
3x.
Yep. So then I have 3X plus 18 equals 180. What's my next step? Subtract 18.
180.
And I get?
162.
Okay, and then divide that by?
3.
Because I have to simplify. Very good. So the question was, what is the measure of the interior angle at Miami? So that just means what's X equal?
54.
54. Any questions?
No.
All right. Any questions?
No.
All right. So you need to finish all the way through number 8. Such a short assignment. Oh, my word. Okay. So if you haven't finished the 8, do that right now.